Hello everyone, I'm your daily ride sharing delivery driver, and on this here video I wanted to make a part 2 to my Grubhub pros and cons video. Okay, the very first one I made was my very first ever YouTube video that I posted on YouTube, which was in June of 2017. Believe it or not, 2 years ago this month makes. And okay, on that video in particular, I covered for some of the pros of how your very own boss, you're an independent contractor, and due to that, you get to pick your very own schedule as well. Okay, some of the cons though was how when you usually have to pay for gas for your vehicle, you have to come out of your own pocket and pay your very own gas expenses. Not only that, but you have to have your very own vehicle to deliver as a Grubhub driver with. And on top of that, you have to deal with sometimes difficult and rude restaurant employees while picking up food. And if not that, have to deal with rude and hard to deal with diners as well, or customers too. Okay. And along with that, I wanted to add also for some of the pros is that you also have the ability to be able to keep the food that certain diners may not want, and you could either not only that have the option to give it to someone that's less fortunate or keep it. In most cases, I always keep the food. Especially if it's food that I may like or may eat on a regular basis. But you don't have to keep the food, but that's one of the extra pros of being a Grubhub driver. Now, I say another one of the cons on the other hand is how you don't get insurance coverage on behalf of being a Grubhub driver. And as what I mean by that is you don't get health insurance coverage. You also have to end up in most cases paying for your own vehicle repairs too out of your own pocket. I say another pro is that when during some of your downtime, when you may not be delivering so often, when let's say you may be scheduled to work a certain time frame, for instance from 1 p.m. until 2 p.m., but during that whole entire block, because Grubhub refers to shifts as blocks in most cases, you have the freedom to be able to be at home doing whatever you may need to catch up on doing, or you could even have the ability to be able to drive to a restaurant and get you a quick meal or bite. Not only that, but you also have the ability to be able to, in most cases, just catch up, like I was just saying, catch up on things that you need to take care of, including being able to stop at a local gas station and get gas while you may be having extra downtime from delivering. Because to be honest, you don't usually become busy during Grubhub. Judging from my personal experience as being a Grubhub driver for almost 3 years, because I first became hired through Grubhub in October of 2016. Anyway, you for the most part, when you're on schedule to drive for Grubhub, you really don't start right away delivering. However, if you may do an 11 to 11 a.m., sometimes when you do 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. block, or 12 p.m. to 1 p.m. block, you could easily get busy. In most cases, it just depends on the day. Just like yesterday, which was a Thursday, I had an 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. block a 1 o'clock p.m. to 2 o'clock p.m. block. And during both blocks, I stayed busy. I mean, I had offers coming from left to right, just like that. And not only that, but I also had, if I could recall, 3 o'clock, or was it a 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock? It was also a 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock block or shift, along with 6 o'clock p.m. to 7 o'clock p.m., 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock p.m. So it just so happened after my 7 o'clock to 8 o'clock p.m. shift ended, Grubhub had an extra block to work, which was an 8 o'clock p.m. to 9 o'clock p.m. Even though I was, for the most part, done as soon as 8 o'clock came around, I just went ahead and kept on doing some more extra deliveries. And all, I made a total of $100 for that one day. And you could really make, that's another pro of doing it, by you being an independent contractor. Even though you have to drive your own vehicle, come out of your own pocket for your own maintenance expenses and gas expenses, you could really make some good money doing it, because it's been times before when I have made almost $800 within 1 week doing it full time, that is. But the more you drive, and this is for some of the people that may be aspiring to become Grubhub drivers, you will put a whole lot of wear and tear on your vehicle and mileage as well while doing it, which again are some of the cons of doing it. And also, I say some of the other cons is that what else that I want to say? You could also be able to have a breakdown on your car anytime while driving, and therefore may have to, while driving, if you're on block doing Grubhub or on schedule doing Grubhub, and your car may happen to break down out of the blue, you may contact Grubhub drivers care, but they won't send a mechanic near you to you, wherever you may be, to help on behalf of whatever needs to be repaired on your car, because like I was saying earlier, you have to be responsible for all your car maintenance expenses. Also, on that note, another thing that I would say is kind of a con, is that sometimes when you may have to talk with a driver specialist or a dispatcher about a very vital or important issue, is how you may have to talk to one who may have a very thick foreign accent that you could barely understand. Sometimes or if not that, sometimes you may have to wait upwards to 10-15 minutes to be able to talk to a dispatcher or driver specialist, because in most cases you don't contact Grubhub customer care, because it has a customer care line as well as a driver's care line, also a chat line, actual chat line, whereas you could be able to chat with a representative on your phone by texting them, and as a result, them text you back on about whatever kind of issue you may be experiencing, whether it may be one of difficult restaurant employee while picking up an order, or if not that, a difficult diner or customer, just whatever situation. But on the downside of that, it may take around the same amount of time or longer for someone to be able to touch base back with you through the chat line as well. And on that note, that's all I wanted to say on behalf of this video. And also, I need you all to do me a big favor and use my referral code right below in the description box, and not only one referral code, but my Uber as well as my Lyft drivers referral code for all of you who may be interested in driving for Uber and Lyft, and by me being also an Uber and Lyft driver also. So after I'm done with this video, I will provide you all with both referral codes. And until next time, be blessed and have a good one.